Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a light classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Mohan sir.
Hi, Susmita. Good evening.
Yes, sir. You can go ahead and start the session, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey guys, good evening everyone. Could you please confirm? Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, your voice is audible.
Thank you, Smith. I'll quickly recap what we discussed in yesterday's session. I'll just give the heads up. Yeah. Yesterday we discussed about what is cloud computing, and also we have seen about what is the reasons why the organization are moving from the on-premise to the cloud. It is the reasons is all about. We have seen about the different kind of the cost. We have seen about the speed, and or also we have seen about how we are trying to do that. Okay. See, now I'll just show you that simple example how we can able to access your cloud labs, how we can able to deploy the applications at the cloud, how we can able to access it. That I'm just going to explain about right now. I just won't take much, but I just need to show you that how we can able to create the servers and how we can able to deploy the applications. Okay. You look at my screen here. The first we have to log into inside your. I'm going to say first we have to log into the cloud. Okay. See, whenever you would like to understanding about how we are trying to log into the cloud, first we have to go to the AWS dot. I'm going to say we have to go with the aws.amazon.com. This is the official website for the AWS. See, there are different kind of the the providers will be having cloud providers. Like we have Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure. We have the different kind of the we have different kind of the providers where what we can say, which is going to provide all the cloud labs. It is now. We'll try to understanding about what exactly we just need to understanding about how we can able to create the servers and how we can deploy the application servers that we're discussing about right now. Okay, let's move on here and we'll start discussing about the how we are trying to implement this option. It is. So let's go to here. The first option it is I have to log in to the AWS account. See, if you guys don't have the AWS account, you can able to create if we required only the Gmail address and required only something, it is what we can say anything but debit card or credit card. I hope everyone will have the debit cards. If the debit cards are not acceptable, we can go with these credit cards. See, I just log into this particular account. I'll just go to here. I'll try to click on the next now. When I click on the next, it is going to ask you the password. Let me 1 second. I'm just logging to the cloud account. It is 1 second. I need to get the password. Now here, click on the sign in here. See, when I click on the sign in, you look at my screen, you are logged into the where? you are logged into this particular AWS account. And here we can see that there is something, it is called as a services. See, I don't want to explain about all the services. I'll just explain about the how we can able to create the server cities. See, now here we have to understanding about what exactly and how exactly we have to understand about it. See, whenever you want to create a server, first we have to go to the compute. Under compute, we can see there is something, it is called as the EC2 here. EC2 stands for the Elastic Compute Cloud. Whenever you want to create a virtual servers, see, you have to choose the region and which region we have to create the servers. See, region is nothing but data centers, where yesterday I explained about what is data center. Also, I have showed the how the data centers are looks like. That is what we have seen, right? Now I'm just choosing something, it is called as the Mumbai region. In the Mumbai region, what I can do, I'm just trying to create the one server it is. See, now click on the EC2 here. After that, once I click on the EC2 now, we have to go to instances here. So whenever I go to instances now, here what we can do that, I just wanted to understanding about how we are trying to create the servers. So now we can see there is an option name, it is called as a click on the launch instance. See, the moment when you click on the launch instance, it is going to ask you about the what is the name of the server. See, now the name of the server which I'm talking about, it is called as a web server. So where I'm trying to deploy the application in the web server, I'll give access to you guys. So now here, whenever you talk about the server, server is like a computer, right? But it is a high configuration. So your laptop, it may be 8 GB, but your server, it will like 32 GB. Or if you just go to your 100 TB storage, it is like, looks like it is going to be like, high. And what is the OS which we can do that? See, now we have the different kind of the OSs which we are having right now. We have the AWS, we have the Mac OS, we have the Ubuntu, we have the Windows, we have Red Hat, we have Linux here. See, where whatever this operating system which we required, and that's we have to go to here. So now here we can just go to the option name, it is called as a Amazon Linux here. That OS which I'm taking right now, it is called as a Amazon is the OS which I'm taking right now. Here I'll go with this OS is nothing but Amazon Linux 2 here. The kernel 5.2 it is. See, now I'm trying to setting up the server. Okay. See, as yesterday we said that whenever you want to create a server, we don't require to purchase the hardware, or we don't require to purchase the software, and we don't need to do all these things. Now, if we just come down here, we can see that there is something, it is called instance type. Now here we have to go to the, like, how many CPUs required and how much GB RAM. See, it is everything is cost, it is going to be charged from your pocket. See, for example, if you just go to the next page pricing, they're going to charge 0.012 USD per hour. If you go to Windows pricing, they're going to charge 0.017 USD per hour. If you go Red Hat, it is going to charge 0.274 USD per hour. It's working as a cents, it is not for the cents. Now I'm trying to go with the option name, it is called 1 CPU, 1 GB RAM. Now here we can see that there is a key pair. I'll go with the key pair name, it is called Wipro, that is already available with me. After that, we can see that there is network settings right now. The network settings is nothing but how you are able to communicate your server, which you are trying to deploy. That's what we have to understanding about network settings here. So now what we can do that, I just wanted to go here. I'll try to make the SSH protocol here. See, SSH is a protocol which we required whenever you want to connect your server it is. Now what we can do, I'll try to go to the option name, it is called as a, here we just go to here. We can see that allow SSH traffic from, that means where the traffic it is comes from. The traffic it is comes from this particular internet, right? But whenever you want to access the remote server, basically we need a protocol. See, protocol, as we know that, is set of rules, the regulations, how you are trying to talk to the other person. Okay, that's the same way. Whenever you want to access your remote server, we need something, it is called as the protocol it is. Now look at here, what is the storage which is required? I need a storage called 30 GB storage, which we required right now. Yeah. Now what we can do that, I can able to go to now, I can able to mention about the number of instances how many required. See, whenever I mention about the instance, it is nothing but a server. Now I'll try to recap the steps. What are the steps we have to follow it? See, first we have to log into AWS account. Then we have to choose a region, which region you want to set up your server. Whenever I say about region, it's nothing but data center. And here we can see the services. Under services, we have to go to compute. Under compute, we have to go to the EC2 instances here. Now we can see that the name of the service is called web server. After that, we have to go to the application here. I have to go with this ranks here. The kernel, it is nothing but 5.10. After that, we have to go to instance type. We required 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. After that, when it just come down, we can see the key pair. See, key pair, it is basically how you're trying to access your server securely. That is the reason we require a key pair. Now, when you come to here, network settings. Now we enable the SS protocol. Storage, we required how much it is, 30 GB. You look at the number of instances. Now, right now click on the launch instances. See, whenever you click on the launch instance, the instance is going to be launched here. Okay. Now click on the view all instances now. See, whenever you click on the view all instances right now, we can see that the instance is going to be created. So it may take some time. If we wanted to create the instances here, it will take the let's couple of seconds. Which is nothing but the couple of, I will say it is going to take some time whenever you would like to access your server. So we'll wait for a fraction of seconds. It don't take much time to set up the server it is. Yeah. So now we can just look at my screen. My server is running status right now. Now what we can do that we have to connect the server first. Now how do you going to connect your server? Very simple right now. So now here we have to go to here, click on the connect. When you click on the connect here, we have to mention about the like EC2@DNS name. See, whenever you want to connect your server, basically we have to go to the EC2@DNS name. See, we have to go to the putty here first. Let me go with the putty.exe file. I have to mention about the host name first. See, whether we can, if you want to access your remote server, we need a software called putty software. If you want to download this one, we have to go to the browser. Let's say putty.org. Once we hit the enter, we can see this is the option we have to go there. If we click on download putty right now, it is just going to take you to this particular page. Here, we can see that there is option name. It is called as a SSH and Telnet clients. Now here we have to download this putty.exe file. Once you download and if you open that, this is what is the you can able to see right now. After that, what we can do that I wanted to go to the option name. It is called as a appearance here. See, whenever you go to the appearance here, the session, it is a session. And after that, if we go to the appearance now, here we have to change the font size it is. Now let me go to the 14 here. Now click on OK. After that, what we can do, we have to go to the connection here. See, when you go to the connection here, I want to mention about the 60 seconds it is. The 60 seconds. Now after that, we have to go to SSH here. After that, we have to go to authentication, go to credentials. Now click on the browse. We have to upload the key pair that is called Wipro it is. Now if you click on this open, it is going to be connected. Let me repeat the steps, okay? How to connect your server. The first one, we have to go to session. Here we have to mention about the EC2@DNS name. And you see which port number you're going to use to connect your protocol. I'm going to use the SSH protocol. After that, we have to go to appearance now. We have to go to the 14 here. Because if you want to change the font size or font style, we have to go to there. And the connection type, we have to go to 60 seconds. Because if you don't talk to your remote server, it is going to be inactive status. Even though if you're not talking to your server, if you want to keep your server, it is going to be active status. We have to go something it is called as a, we can see that second sending of null packets to keep session is going to be active. Whenever you want to keep the session active, definitely we have to provide the how many seconds we required whenever you want to go to here. Now we just need to mention about what is the number of seconds if you want to keep this session is going to be active status. Now, after that, what we can do that, I just want to go to the option name. It is called as a SS here. See, SSH stands for the secure shell is nothing but a protocol, which is going to be help you to understanding about the how the instance is going to be created right now. See, after that, we can see that here, I have to go to the option name collection here. After that, go to SSH authorization under credentials. We have to upload the key pair. Now click on open right now. See, whenever you click on open here, now we can just look at here, click on accept not right now. Okay. See, whenever you just click on this right now, we can see that my server is got connected here. Now, what is the use of the server? That might be your question, right? I'm just going to explain about the what is the use of this server, what you can do with this server it is. That's I'm going to explain right now. See, whenever you want understanding about what is the use of the server, it's a very important point which we have to understand. The server is basically to deploy the application, right? So I'm just going to explain that how we can able to deploy the application in the server. So whenever you want to deploy the server, how can we going to deploy the application inside the server? We need a source code, right? I have a source code in my GitHub repository. Let's, for example, if I'll just go to my GitHub repository, I have my GitHub repository where I'm just trying to get my source code from the GitHub repository. Now here, the first I have to go to the github.com right now. See, inside my GitHub repository, I have my source code. Now here, I'll click on this option name it is called as a, I click on here and we can see there is option name it is called as a your repositories. When I click on the your repositories here, I have to go to the option name it is called as the DevOps website. This is the DevOps website project which contains my source code, which contains everything what I needed for my application. Okay. Now go to the code and copy that URL. Now what we can do that, we have to first to become a root user. So we have to do, there are some steps which we have to follow it. Okay. Let me explain about the, what are the different kind of steps which we have to follow. When you want to convert this instance as server, how can we deploy this application inside the server? Okay. I'm just gonna tell you that the first option, we have to convert that instance as a web server it is. That is the first point it is. Now after this, what we can do that second steps, we have to mention about what exactly the first step. See, first you have to become a root user. Okay. So first what we can do that, you have to become a root user. A root user. Now how we are going to become a root user? We have to use a command called sudo su command. See, now first execute the command. See, this all the next commands. Okay. Sudo su, you are going to become a root user because root has all the privileges. He's administrator for my application, where I can able to keep all my data, where I can able to install the packages or deploy the application. Definitely we have to become a root, which we require the administrator access. Now after that, I'm trying to install the web server. See, web server is going to be stored all the web pages, like it is HTML web pages, or if you have the like your CSS file, JavaScript file, whatever it may be, that everything it is going to be stored inside the web server. We have three kind of servers. This is what we can call as a three-tier architecture. One is a web server, application server, database server. Database server, we know that where we can able to store the data in a backend. If we go to the web server, where we can deploy all the web pages. Application server basically where it is going to help you to process the data which contains the application server. Now we can see that first we have to convert the instance of web server. The first install a web server it is. So how we can able to install a web server? We have to use a command called as a install all the small letters. Okay, don't assume that is a capital letter. Install httpd-y. See, httpd stands for the hypertext transfer protocol. D stands for the daemon. See, it is going to work in a background. Whenever you send a request here, it is going to give the response to your request. That is what we have to understanding about what is meant by HTTPD here. HTTPD stands for the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. D stands for daemon. Now here I can just go to here. I'll just type the command called yum install HTTPD-y. This is a command which is going to help you to understanding about how we have to convert this instance as a web server it is. Now hit the enter. You see that you are going to understanding about how the web server is going to be installed. Within the fraction of seconds we install. See, I am not going to internet. I'm not doing anything. See here, yum stands for the hello dog, updater and modifier. See, whenever you want to install it is. Whenever you want to install or update or uninstall. Okay, uninstall. We have to use a command. It is called as a yum command. See, yum is a repository. Yum is a repository warehouse. Repository warehouse where we can deploy repository warehouse where we are going to get all the packages. We can see get all the softwares, I can say. Whenever you require the Git, whenever require the Java, whenever we require the MySQL or any of those packages which we require, all the packages we need from this particular yum repository. Now let me just go to here. We installed, right? Next, what we can do that every server has a 3 states, right? A start, a stop, and restart. Now here, first check the server status. See, whenever you send a request here, if you want to get the response, definitely we have to start the server. Check the server, the status. See, whenever you want to check the server status, type the command called service, HTTPD, the status now. Once you hit the enter, you see it is going to be inactive status. Now I want to active my server. How we can able to active your server? Type the command called service, HTTPD, start right now. So this command, it is going to help you to start your server. Now fourth step, start the HTTPD server. Okay. How we can do that now? You have to use a command called service, HTTPD, start it is. Clear so far? Anyone have any questions? Could you please confirm in the chat, or if you have any questions, you can just ask here. I'm just going to help you that. I got responses in the chat. Yes, I'm just waiting for others to respond. Yes, I got some responses. That's great. No questions, no questions. Yeah. Can I show 2 second point in putty? That will do that later. I'll show that. Here first, what we can do that, we have to start the server it is. So now whenever you want to start the server, yeah. Now what we can do that, now we have to start the server, right? We started. Now next stop here. I wanted to deploy the application. Where is my application? Source code is available in my GitHub repository. See, Git is a version control system. Whenever the software development team has going to write the code, all the source code they're trying to write by using the IDEs, integrated development environment. Like if we are Java, we use the Eclipse IDE. If you are a web developer, you are going to use Adobe Developers 6.9. If you're a Python developer, you're going to use PyCharm. Like that, Visual Studio Code is also one of the tool which is going to be help you to write the source code. Now, if you just look at my screen, whenever you try to understanding about the how we can able to write a code, basically we use something it is called a Visual Studio Code. It is. Now, this is how we can write the code. Okay, let me show you that. If I click on my open folder, and here I have my source code inside the, let's say, for example, I'll go to this option called as the workspace. Now here I have the project. Okay, in the project, I can see that my source code is available right now here. Now we have different code, right? We have the index.html page, the service.html page, and we have the contact.html page. We have the about us.html page. We have the CSS, and we have the CMS images folder. The complete application source code available inside my application. Okay. See, for example, here, I'm just going to run in this particular file. It is, for example, if we just look at here, I'm just going to run this particular file. How we can able to run this particular file? So I'll just open with this browser. Okay. Let me go to here, and we can able to run here, or we can just go to, and we can able to do that steps it is here. So now what we can do that, let me go to that my C drive. In the C drive here, we have the index.html page. Now this application I want to deploy inside the server. I want to give access to everyone. This is my home page where we can able to see about the DevOps lifecycle, and also look at here about services, career.html, DevOps tools, advantages, disadvantages. So I just want to provide this some kind of awareness to the students. That is the reason I just designed this small website by using the ChatGPT. I haven't written the code. I use the AI. I have generated this particular complete website by using AI. Services here, and we have the under contact us page. Look at here all the contact us page where we can able to see this particular website. Now what we can do that, I wanted to deploy this application. See, it is running on my C local machine, but I want to run this application in the cloud. That's, see, we created a server on the cloud. Now I'm trying to deploy this application also in the cloud. So how we can do that right now? See, the source code is available in the GitHub repository, right? We have to go to the code or copy the URL. After that, what we can do that. Now here, first we have to install the Git. See, if I just type the command called git clone, right click. If I mention about the right click here, it is going to clone the source code. See, it is showing about the Git command is not found. So the software, it is not installed in my server. Now we have to install the software. Now, how do you going to install software here? We have to type the command called yum install git-y. See, if you don't mention -y, what is going to be happening right now? Now here, we just install size is 44 MB, right? Is this okay to you or not? It is okay to you or not? It is asking about this. It is just okay to you. So whenever you look at my screen, it is just okay. And here we just need to understanding about mention about why, hit the enter it is. See, whenever you just go to here, now hit the enter, my Git is got installed right now. So we have to clone. See, clone, it is nothing but the copy of the source code. Okay. Clone is nothing but a copy of the source code where you're trying to copy that all the source code. See, I'm trying to copy that entire source code, but how we are trying to copy that entire source code? What are the steps which we have to do that? See, the code which is available in my cloud. See, the cloud is nothing but my GitHub repository. See, GitHub is nothing but a code repository. Whenever you want to share the code with your colleagues or your client, which is staying in different organizations or different, let's for example, different country, it is always recommended that we should not share the code through the Gmail, or we should not share the code through the Google Drive. We have to always share the code through the particular tools. It is like a GitHub repository or a cloud repository, everything which we can able to do that. Now what we can do that, I'm just trying to clone this right now. Now here, just type the command called git clone. You're trying to clone in this particular source code. See, look at my screen. My source code is got cloned right now, which is got right. It is got cloned. Type the ls command. Now here we have to go to inside the cd space. Now here we can just look. Have my source code available inside this particular directory here. cd space the change directory. See, whenever you're trying to understanding about Linux servers, Linux is the OS, right? Whenever you want to interact with Linux servers, basically, you have to execute all the Linux commands. So whenever you want to communicate, definitely we have to go something, it is called as a Linux is one of the secure operating systems. See, whenever you go to any organizations like TCS, Wipro, or if you go to any organization, see all the organizations, all the organizations are going to be installed. So using these particular Linux servers for deploying or running your applications. Now we can see that I'm just trying to I have my source code. I wanted to copy that source code inside the default location. Now where we can able to store this your code default location. See, I wanted to go to the command here. What is the command which we have to choose, which we have to mention about right now? See, now I wanted to type the command called cp command. See, every web server or every application server has the default server configurations where we can able to copy your code right now. See, now I just wanted to go to the location where I wanted to copy that source code right now. See, we just type the command called cp command, okay? Cp is a copy command. Now first I'll try to copy that index.html page it is. Now where we want to copy, this is a source code and my source directory where my source code is available. Now I wanted to copy inside the /var inside the www inside the HTML folder. See, var is an operating system folder where we have the source code is available, and inside that www dot means World Wide Web, where you are trying to see your source code right now. After that, we can see that there is a HTML directory. HTML is a folder where we have to keep all your source code files. If there are 100 web pages are there or 200 web pages are there, it doesn't matter about it. All the web pages has to be stored inside the var www HTML directory it is. Now here I can just look at my screen. I just wanted to mention about how we are trying to copy that. Now I hit the enter. We can see it is got copied. The same way we'll try to copy that other files as well. Now let me go to the CP. I'm trying to copy that let's go to the about us.html file where you want to copy here /var, go to the www and go to the HTML directory. See, I'm trying to copy that everything inside the my destination directory it is. Now here I have to go to the option name. It is called as a contact.html. Now here we have to mention about the where we can see www HTML here. After that, we have to copy that the file, which is nothing but the services.html here. I have to go here. We have to mention about the CRVICS.html. Now we have to copy inside the HTML directory it is. See, I have just copied all the files. Also, we have to copy that the directory also it is CSS. We have to mention about the /var www. Now here we have to go to the HTML directory it is. You see that it is going to be not trying to copy that the directory it is. So now whenever you want to copy the directory, which is the command which you are going to use it right now. So anyone have any idea about it? How to copy the directories? Anyone have any idea about it? How we can able to copy the directories from source to destination here? See, whenever you want to copy the directories, basically, we have to use a command called cp. After that, we have to mention about the command called -r. Okay, now I'm trying to copy that CSS directory inside the folder. See, now it is not giving any error. After that, we have to copy that same directory -r. See, I'm trying to copy that there is something it is called as images now. Images /var, go to the www and go to the HTML directory here. Now hit the enter. Now where we can able to see all the files here. Now we have to go to the CD /var www, and here we have to go to the HTML folder it is. Now when you type the ls command, see whatever you copied, everything I can able to see over here. Now we want to deploy this application. We deployed already. Now I deployed in my server. Now how can we access this server? How can we access this application through the web browser? That's what, see, whenever you're trying to access the application, how we can access? Through the web browsers, right? So how we can do that? That's what basically we have to understanding right now. See, whenever you want to access the web, whenever you want to access the application, how do you are going to access the application? And that's what we are trying to discussing about right now. So now I have to go, there is option name, it is called as a public IP address. See, every server has a public IP address and private IP address. See, whenever you want to access the application to the web browser, we have to always go to the public IP address. Now we can see this is a public IP address. Now if you just go to here, mention about control B, now hit the enter. See whether you are going to get the access or you are going to access the application right now. See, I'm just waiting for the response. It is keep loading it, my website. You see, it is whenever I just trying to access my server, it is giving something, it is called as a site can't be reached. It is saying about the site can't be reached. Now, whenever you want to access this application, it is showing about clearly the site I can't able to access. So now how can we access this application? That's my question is all about. See, whenever you want to access the application, first what we can do that, we have to go something, it is called it as a, here, go to this option right now, my server, go to instances right now. We have to open the firewalls. So firewall, it is blocking this particular my URL. So whenever you open the URL, I mean, say you are going to open the firewall, then we are trying to access the application. It is, that's what we just need to understanding about what exactly mean it is. So I'll just go to here. I'm trying to access my application. How we can do that now? First option, it is very simple. I have to go to the instance ID. Look at the steps, what I'm trying to follow it and how we are trying to executing everything. Now, if you just come down, we have to go to the security right now, and we have to go to security groups. This is nothing but my security group right now. And after that, what we can do that, I just wanted to go to the option name. It is called as a like 8 inbound rules. Whenever you go to here, 8 inbound rules. Now click on this option called as a add rule now. Here we can just go to the option name. It is called as a all TCP it is. This is nothing but the protocol which we are trying to open it. Say it, we can able to open all the port numbers. Otherwise, if you want to specifically open the port number, we have to go to the option name. It is called as a HTTP. HTTP stands for the hypertext transfer protocol. So whenever you want to exchange the text or whenever you want to access the web pages, whenever you want to access the whatever you want, definitely we have to go something. It is called as a we have to go something. It is called as HTTP. It is. See, HTTP stands for the like a hypertext transfer protocol, which is going to help you to access the applications to the web browser. Now, how you are trying to access the applications by using a HTTP stands for the hypertext transfer protocol. Now, I just wanted to open the port number so that I can able to access my application. Now, click on the save rule here. It's just going to save the access anywhere. Now, click on the save rules. Now, so far, anyone have any questions? Are you guys are clear right now? I need responses from the chat. Could you please confirm once? Yes, I'm just receiving responses. That's great. Yes, I'm just keep waiting for the responses. Yeah, thank you very much. I see the couple of responses. There is no questions, no doubts, sir. Okay, can you repeat the security groups? Okay. See, why we have to open the security groups means it is a firewall. See, firewall is nothing but a set of rules, okay? Which one has to access your application, to which port number we have to access the application, the specific port number we have to open. Otherwise, we can't able to access the application to the web browser. Now, how we can able to access the application to the web browser? Very simple right now. First, let me show you that how we can do that right now. Go to instances here. I have a call at 10 o'clock. I had to jump here. Go to instance ID. After that, when it just come down, we have to go to the security. Now, under security, what we can do that, we have to open the security groups, okay? Click on the security groups. Now, once you just open the security groups here, here we can just open the aid inbound rules. If you click on the aid inbound rules, and here we can able to mention about the what is the protocol which required it is. So whether required the SMTP protocol or whether required the SS protocol, DNS, POP3, whatever we required, that we can able to set here. So now let me just, I think it is a SSH protocol. Let me go to here, make it SSH here. Let me click on this save rules right now. Okay, we can see that there is no changes. That is the reason it's showing about it right now. So this is the steps we have to follow it. How we are trying to open the security groups. I think it's clear. Someone is asking about the question in the chat. Okay, clear. Now next we have to access the application. How to access the application right now? Very simple way. Now what we can do that we have to go to services now. Click on the EC2. We have the public API address right here. The port number we have to specify that. See all the web servers it is going to work on port number 80. Port number 80. Now hit the enter. Check whether you are able to access or not. Now look at my screen. You are able to access the application. Now I'll share this URL in the chat box. Let me know whether you guys are able to access the application which I deployed in a cloud server, not in my local system it is. So whenever you deploy the application in the cloud server, anyone from anywhere they can able to access right now. Check. Waiting for the responses. Access everyone. The application which we are trying to open right now. Everyone, I need responses from everyone. Please try to respond in the chat. See whether you are able to access the application or not. check all the tabs, whether you are able to access all the tabs, all the web pages you are able to access or not. Yeah, thank you very much. See that everybody able to access the application. Okay, these are the steps we had to follow that and how we are trying to access the application. So right now, anyone have any questions here? Okay, if there is no questions, I need to jump to the other call. I have some work. We'll try to connect tomorrow. We'll discussing about the what is mean by version control system. Also, we're discussing about how we are trying to working with this Git and GitHub. How we are trying to create the how to install the Git and how we can write the source code, how we can track the different kind of changes, how we can able to push the code into the GitHub repository. That's we're discussing about tomorrow session. Okay. So we'll try to wind up now. We'll try to connect tomorrow session. Okay. That's the what we are trying to understanding in today's session. Today we have seen how to create a server, how we can deploy the application in the server, how we are trying to access the application to the web browser. It is. That's what we have seen in today's session. Okay. Please practice. If you have any questions, these videos are available in my channel also. Whenever you guys has to practice, we can go to this particular channel and you can able to watch the videos. Okay, you can watch the video and you can able to understand about how to do all these steps. Yeah. So thank you very much. I'll see you and catch you tomorrow, guys. Okay. Team, Sushmita, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
We can wind up today. I need to jump to the client call. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.